This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Coach Kitley told me before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd route. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success. And what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Using his legs, it's Bernard. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Owls are rolling down the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bernard. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And how about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy, you could tell, chewing up yardage, puts it all the way back down the field, gets a ton of yards back, and now puts an offense in position to succeed.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cardinal. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David.
He's loose on the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Garcia. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. The run inside, it's Bernard.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Hall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the give off the left side. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the ground, it's Bernard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keep it on the ground. Inside the 50. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers or stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside. It's Ford. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stanford quickly to the line.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Stanford lines up to punt it away. steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Might be changing the route. On the run, it's Bernard. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Pulls it in. It's Henry. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him, and he'll go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Henry. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. It's complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Bernard. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A first down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the defense. When you talk about this running back, he's got a nose for the end zone. He just finds a way. You've seen that a couple times already early in this game, but defense wasn't having any of it that time.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Owls!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running inside, it's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the air, it's Warren. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Brody.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Blue 30! Blue 30!
From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking for room at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy.
Touchdown, Owls! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Stanford wants to push the pace. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Farrell. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Warren. Fires to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
The Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Back to throw, it's Warren. Looking left. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside. It's Ford. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick release on the RPO.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Stepping to the right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Red 54! Red 54!
Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback keep. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the
Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything.
Into the secondary on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. There's a little room there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st down and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Farrell. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the Correct snap. It's Ford. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
That's a first down for the offense.
Break.
The DBs will back off a bit. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.